What's up, my Vibe Tribe? This is Absolute Tarot, and I'm your personal reader, CaraSeen. Today we have something cool. We're going to be doing June 2020 for Virgo. That's right. And I don't want you to forget to check out your sun, rising, and moon sign as well. Especially your moon sign as well as your sun sign, because that's your emotional side. It's kind of the relationship side of your sign as well. And if you'd like to know how to calculate that, you can check down in the description down below. I have a link to a few sites to check out your sun, rising, and your moon. You can also check out your Venus there too if you really want to dig on that. And I want to say thank you so very much for the donation. Sorry, I've been receiving some wonderful blessings from my Vibe Tribe and from my PayPal me, and thank you very much. It's been an honor, and I appreciate. I also like to notice while you're down in the description down below, there's a link to my Etsy site. In there you can book yourself a personal and private reading with me, and we can have some fun together and just kind of explore on some different topics that you'd like to dig on personally. Make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell. Let you know when the next video comes out, and we can have some more fun together as well. Well, today we're going to look back on May. Looking over my notes here, you were feeling overloaded and fighting off competition here a little too, and you're also needing a new perspective when it comes to the love life and stuff. So let's see what we have here. We're going to start off like an overall vibe for the month, kind of a general reading. Then we're going to branch off if we need a little clarity or advice. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's pretty clear. Other times I want to indulge a bit more if I'm not satisfied with the reading for you. And then we're going to lead into a love reading and then oracle reading. I've been away for a couple weeks in the bush camping. So with apologies, I'm late. So I'm going to add an extra oracle cards into the reading. So we're going to finish off with an oracle reading as well. Focus on advice, focus and outcome as well. So we're going to have some fun there together. So let's check out what we have an overall vibe for the reading here. And then we're going to shuffle the cards, cut the cards, and see what we have in store for you. What do we have in store? What do we need to see for Virgo 2020? Starting off with the Eight of Wands. Your action's a little bit slow right now. We got this one here in reverse. Now, the Eight of Wands here in reverse is some Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There's some frustrations and problems ahead. Sometimes this could be a little delays and travel delays. Is what I'm feeling a little bit more there. But travel delays, it just means the Eight of Wands, when you get that, it's just a slower action. The action's not taken into effect there. Slow arrivals, slow news, something coming in here. Let's have a little look in here too let's grab 2 shuffles. And then we'll check out the vibe for the month. Ooh, slippery cards. And one more shuffle. I'm going to grab one more. Didn't feel quite right. That feels better. All right, cutting the deck here. And we'll get into our read. Let's have a little look. See, overall, we got the Eight of Wands. Ooh, we got the Five of Wands straight up to start off with. And we have the Eight of Swords, the self-imposed restrictions here, cruising on here. We have the Queen of Swords telling you it's time to communicate here. And we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Glad to see that in reverse. We don't want to have all these things in opposed opposition here coming into effect. We have the King of Pentacles also showing straight up with the Emperor right next to him. Interesting, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse, though, for that underneath the bottom of the situation. So let's feel where we are. So we have some wand energy, some fire energy for the top, and we have some water energies, intellect and emotion for the bottom. Ace of Cups here at our bottom here, and this is in reverse. This is being let down and feeling depressed and disappointed sometimes. And the Eight of Wands is frustration and problems ahead. So this is what crowns the situation. This is what is below the situation. You still is like everything's kind of, let's see what's reading caught in the middle here. Interesting, my Virgo. All right, let's have a little Five of Wands action here. Five of Wands is some challenges, there's some rivalry, there's opposition. This is fighting for the sake of fighting, arguing for the sake of arguing, starting off with that that fire energy, right? That's still that wand energy. That's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries as well. Now, the Eight of Swords, we got some self-imposed restrictions I was telling you about. You're blindfolding yourself here. We do have clear skies at your back, but we have your circle of support. We have the village like way, way up high here, and it's not quite giving you everything you need to. You're feeling alone. You're feeling isolated here. That's not cool, mate. We have the Ten of Burdens here in reverse. So the 10 represents completion, but seeing this here in reverse, this is taking a break and finally saying no. I'm liking that. So some of your self-imposed restrictions here, you're finally going to like let some of those die down and let some of those cruise down, and that's sweet to see. You got to really tap into a lot of that Virgo energy of yours, I feel, this month here. And with that said, I have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is Virgo all the way. It's an earth energy. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. And this is a long need and desire for long-term security. This is hanging on to every coin it possibly can. Yet there is the town that surrounds him on either side. He's got the town at his back. You got support at his back. You got the long need of security rocking in here. You got the Seven of Wands here in reverse, and this is some weak boundaries showing off here. This is plans stalling out, and sometimes we feel like quitting. But I want you to keep rocking up that. We also have another 10 card here. We have the 10 of Pentacles, but it's also in reverse. This is some family conflicts and some loneliness coming in here. Possible foreclosures, what's happening to the family situation here. Wheel of Fortune is another 10 card. We got 3 10s already coming up here. Wheel of Fortune is shaking at you and saying this is good fortune. A turning point is going to happen near the end of the month of June here for you, Virgo. Now we have the Knight of Wands also in reverse. There's a lot of reversals here. This is a chaotic person. This is sexual excess. Sometimes this represents a lot of impulsivity, a lot of chaotic energy, fire energy kind of coming into the end of this month here. Something that's really going to be spicing up and changing things for you. Hey, with the Wheel of Fortune, this is some gambling. Time to take that. There's a little destiny and feel about you here. It's a turning point, as I was saying here. The Page of Wands, right next to that, is telling you got a new creative project coming in here. Look at how he's taking that and sizing that up here. He's even got the little lizards on his tunic as well, and that represents fire and passion, creativity. On the yellow tunic, that's prosperity, my friend. That's right. The page is giving you messages, about a new project or creative idea coming in here. You may have that Ace of Cups here that is going to be hindering you on the side. But I don't want you to feel that to be let down. I need you to really push and create. You are Virgo. You can create anything out of anything. You can create a business out of nothing. I've seen Virgos in action. It's incredible. Now, cruising on the situation side of the month here, we just dealt with kind of you and your outlook and what you're feeling and what you're going through. But let's check out the situation for the rest of the month here. Rocking in with the Queen of Wands here. Again, we got some Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. This is feisty, confident, self-assured person right here. This could be you. This could be someone who you're dealing with here. We got the Three of Wands also here in reverse. This is some feeling of some hope and dreams when we're coming into the prosperity and the yellow skies here. But the 3 in reverse represents some delays here and some lack of planning. When you don't have any foresight, I need you to bring in the Queen of Swords, and this is going to help out with your communication. But if you notice, she's not crossing herself or holding the sword outright. She's holding it halfway. She's also beckoning you with the other hand, and the clouds are only halfway up. So this shows that you need to come halfway. You need to make some of the effort as well as someone who's going to be coming in to helping you too. But it's about key is communication, okay? Our 8 of Wands is in reverse. We don't have that action with the wand, the fire energy, so you're going to have to use that air intellect, the brain, and you're going to have to use that art of communication. Now, the 9 of Pentacles is in reverse this time, but that's interesting because I think it's influencing with some of the Ace of Swords that right behind it. This is sometimes some financial setbacks when we're dealing with that, some envy, some jealousy sometimes that can come into effect. Were we dealing with this before? Fighting off competition, that was happening with before. Ace of Swords is shaking in here and telling you this is a new conflict coming in here. Sometimes you're going to get a mental clarity out of this conflict, but new ideas will be rocketing in as well for you. Again, using that communication. We have the Queen of Cups also in reverse, and sometimes her love can be a little bit over smothering and having too much love coming in there. But it's it's a person who really still loves you, but they are a little bit smothering when it comes to love and helping out too much. So again, boundaries, communication, set those boundaries, okay? Now we have the Seven of Pentacles. You are done waiting, my friend. You are not waiting at all. Now the Seven of Pentacles is some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy as well. Seeing that in reverse is sometimes feeling like we're giving up too soon, okay? This is work with no reward, working your ass off and not getting the rewards that you need. And after a while, that can feel like a letdown. The King of Pentacles right next to that is saying, hey, I'm here for you. This is a solid, practical dude, man. And he's a wise investor, and he's a wise leader, and he's nourishing as well. This is, again, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy is a physical and tangible energy. Next to that King of Pentacles, we're rocking in with the Aries energy with the Emperor right here. This is respect. This is leadership. This is a father figure that possibly has strategic planning coming into effect. And I think we're going to rock in with a little 3 or 5 card clarity or advice with this as well, because I'm feeling that. Feeling like the stagnant and issues and stuff that is happening and going on right now. It's interesting. It's very interesting because you're a Virgo. Those of you across watching, the reason why I'm a little astonished is that Virgos, like I said, they can make anything out of everything. If they need a job, they'll create a job. It's really, really cool creatures. Very thoughtful, very methodical. Incredible people. I have a lot of great Virgo friends. Okay, let's grab a 3 to 5 card clarity or advice, please. What do we have for clarity or advice? 3 to 5 card. 1. Oh, that King of Pentacles again. It's all practical dude, man. We have this one coming into effect right here. Let's see what else we got here. Let's grab another 3 to 5 carder. 3 to 5 carder. 3 to 5 carder. What do we have for little advice or clarity for June, Virgo, on the vibe spread? What do we have for advice or clarity on the vibe spread? Ooh, 10 of burdens again, 10 of wands. Too many burdens, stress, exhaustion. The king is watching over his back right now. I'm seeing with the card, and the Knight of Pentacles is coming in here in reverse. I don't like seeing that, guy. It's like stubborn and laziness when we're dealing with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. What's going on, my friend? What is interfering with you? King of Pentacles is telling you you're solid, man. You got it together. The King of Pentacles represents you, and we got the King of Wands on each side here. So this is interesting. We got both kings are looking inwards here. So what are they looking inwards to? They're looking into the 10 of burdens. They're looking into the Knight of Pentacles. So, exhaustion, stress, not taking that time. Knight of Pentacles is stubborn as well, and things aren't working out. The Knight of Wands and the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles, some pretty interesting dudes, and they're both facing each other and looking at it. They're contemplating, and they're looking it out here. One is presenting the scepter, one is presenting the wand. They're very casual, they're presenting. But I'm feeling you need to have a little bit more power and charm when you're coming in. I think you need to bring in a little courage here with strategic planning. You need to bring in some practical advice from friends, I think, coming into this. I think you need to look forward to your friends for assistance. I see the town in behind the King of Pentacles, and it's covered by the plants. So covered by the visions of... It's like clouded. I'm seeing clouded, like visions. It's like things are being blocked. We got the 4 of Cups here and the 8 of Swords here again. So the 8 of Swords is, again, self-imposed restrictions. You got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out. Your town is too far off in the distance in the mountains behind you. But rocket in here with the 4 of Cups here. This is feeling a little unfulfilled at the moment. You know, arms are crossed, not wanting to take it. There is some surprise gifts from coming in. Do you feel like taking it? Might not be right now. You might be feeling too overloaded. And let's take your time. I think when we go into the oracle reading, we're going to be able to clarify the rest of that for us here. Let's rock into a love reading here and see what we got in for love. And we're going to focus on What's shaking in here? I think you're feeling very overloaded here. I think you need to get your boundaries up a little bit. Take them down one at a time. But know your space and know your bubble. Know where you need to be and know your boundaries. Don't let anybody be sucking your energy and taking your energy from you. What do we got here for June 2020 Virgo love? June 2020 Virgo love. You got the whole world in your hands, baby. We got the Two of Wands. What do we got for the Two of Wands? Well, this is waiting for results. Sometimes this can represent a choice in making travel plans. He's looking on the balcony. I see red and yellow or red and white flowers. This represents purity, prosperity with devotion. That's amazing. He's holding the world in his hands. He's looking out. He's making choices here. I think that's really sweet to see. Let's grab 3 shuffles. That's some wand energy again, you know. There's that fiery energy you may need to tap into as well. You might be dealing with someone with the fire in their chart, because a lot of wands are coming up today. And one more shuffle. That feels good. All right, let's cut the deck. All right. Let's have a little look in here. We got Temperance in reverse, and we got that 7 of Wands again. You got that last month, too. 7 of Wands, my friend. Protecting yourself against competition. We got the Death card straight up. I like seeing that. We got the Moon card straight up. So Death is some Scorpio. Moon is some Pisces. It's a lot of water energy. We have the High Priestess here as well. High Priestess is intuition, is fluid, it's motion as well. So it's water, water, water coming in here. We also have the Hierophant sitting here pretty, but that's with Taurus. Wheel of Fortune for our major. We got a lot of majors here, and we have the Lovers card, which represents some Gemini as well. So we got a lot of majors, so we got some information. Oh, we got one more card from the bottom to pull. 2 of Swords. Interesting. Overloaded. Confusion. Okay, my love. Let's have a little look-see. Dealing with you on this side here. Let's have a little look into your emotions and goodies that you're dealing with here. Now, I'm rocking in with Temperance in reverse. You're not taking things in moderation. This is Sagittarius energy here as well. Now, taking this one here in reverse is some disruptive energy, my friend. Sometimes it can represent a little bit of chaos and excess feeling of out of control. We have the Knight of Pentacles as well, shaking up. Again, this is my solid practical dude. I love saying he's there for you. You have something that coming into effect. What do we have here? This is a love reading. All right, taking things in moderation. What do you have going on here? Let's find out. We got the 4 of Wands. Wishes do come true, my friend. Make a wish, 1111. Doors are rocking wide open for you. You're leaving home here, having some fun here. Homecoming celebrations, family and friends. This represents reunions. We got another 10 of Swords here rocking in here, but this could be a complete and painful ending. Sometimes when you're hitting rock bottom, there's only a way to go up from there. This is 10 of Completion. You got to move up, up, up from there. There's nowhere else to go than up here. And right next to that is a Death card that also represents new beginnings and rebirth as well. This is some Scorpio energy too. Now, dealing with the Scorpio energy here, the Death card, this is sometimes also can represent moving on. They represent some big changes as well. The Wheel of Fortune, sometimes your luck is out of the shits right now and not going where you need to go. So things are out of your control and you're stuck in a rut here. But we got the 5 of Wands here in reverse now, and I'm happy to see that. This is success, harmony. This is problems getting resolved here. You're not following your intuition into your best of your ability, okay? You need to follow that a little bit tighter and trust your gut instinct, okay? You are Virgo. You're very confident in your thought, and you're very thought out how you go about things. So whatever you want to go into a relationship, remember to trust your instinct, okay? You're not doing that right now. You're feeling the 8 of Wands. You may be rushing into things a little bit too fast, or the person may be rushing you a little bit too fast, and that's not really cool for that earth energy you're dealing with, that pentacle energy where you're from. We got the 2 of Swords here also in reverse, and this represents confusion. This is overloaded and time to make a compromise in that situation as well. Now, I was just peeking over here when I was reading that, and I see the 7 of Wands here again. Now, the 7 of Wands here is about self-defense, protection with yourself, okay? This protection against competition. You may be having some rivalries coming in here. You may have someone coming in here that You might have a couple people you're dealing with. We have the Two of Cups here as well, right? Two of Cups represent a really cool romantic love and partnership. This represents proposals and marriage. Fighting off the competition here. You may have a couple people to look into. You may have a couple rivals, and maybe have a few new loves that are interested in you here this month. That's really cool. I want you just to rest, man. Enjoy, recover, do whatever you like. Just chill back and sit back and let these people fight over you and argue with you about you. Kind of enjoy the limelight. Kind of enjoy it for a little while. I say, why not? You got the Lovers card here shaking in here, my friend. Some Gemini energy. This is a blessings of the Michael, of the angel coming down. This is like mountains of goodness and clouds of awesomeness and presentation. The Lovers card here is some partnership. It's some deep love. It's a strength of two together. You know, there's a snake sister wrapped around the fruit tree here, and the snakes in my beliefs represents new beginnings. You know, next to Adam here, he has the tree that's on fire. Well, that only turns to ash and only rebirth from the phoenix rising. There is something cool happening here. Some rivalries maybe happening. We got both the Lovers card coming in here. This is a Lovers and Lovers. This one represents the Lovers card almost more than this one does. This represents partnership, so it could go business, anything, but this is love. This is some cool love, and this is being blessed by the Archangel Michael that's coming in here. He's got purple and red wings of psychic and action and change coming in here. Could be dealing with another indigo child as yourself. We have the Knight of Pentacles also shaking in here, but he's in reverse. So you're tired of waiting, man. You're tired of things slowing down and moving around and taking the time. This is being a little stubborn and lazy. And I think you got to put a little effort into it. But I say just rest for the time being. Happen beginning of the month. Take your time. Take your time. You don't need to rush into things, but you do want to feel that. We do have the Rush card. This action changes and quick news is coming in here. This love is happening now. This love is coming in. Got the Moon card here, and this is really, really neat. This is some Pisces energies here when we're dealing with that. This is sometimes unseen problems, some voluntary changes, but I want you to trust your intuition when it comes to this love. They're going to be stirring the pot a little bit here for you, and you're going to have victory with the Six of Wands here as well. Some more wand energy, some victory, reward, recognitions. This is about good news and success. Now we got the Hangman, and I was right. We're going to look at a different perspective. This person that's coming into your life or that you're dealing with right now is not someone that you're used to dealing with. This is someone that, yeah, it's a new perspective. It's a new outlook. It's just someone that you wouldn't normally go after or see, but they're stimulating for you, and that's what you need. You're all about the hunt. Virgo's a water barrier, but a lot of people don't know Virgos are like our Timmies. Like they're like the hunter, the huntress of the lot. They like a good kill, but they need to play with their kill a little bit longer. You get bored if you're not stimulated. You get bored with your mate or get bored with a new love really, really, really quickly and really, really easily if they're not stimulating you. That's not their job. Your job is to stimulate yourself. It's not them. If they're not stimulating them, then you walk away from them. You need to bring things into your world, into their world, and mix it up. And it's fun to show off what you do and let them show off and let them have a time to show off what they like as well. Don't get too bored too soon. We got the Hierophant in here in reverse. I need you to be a little bit more creative here. Sometimes we're having little problems with authority and coming into effect. And we need to be a little bit more creative when you're dealing with this new love. That could be a bit of a beta or a alpha person here as well. They could have had some past hurts, things I'm feeling here as well. So just come into it, things, you're coming in fast with the Eight of Wands, but coming just a little bit slower, okay? A little bit slower. Use your earth energy and slow things down a little bit more when dealing with this. And it's interesting because I think you may be dealing with a fire sign. Could be just the fires in their chart, or could be the energy that they have with all, but I'm feeling the fire and the moon sign they may be dealing with as well. Let's have a little look into the oracle now and see, and have a little look, see what we have for this month. Let's see if we get some more advice, clarity, and outcome here. So we're going to go for advice, focus, and outcome, sorry. So I'm going to grab 3 cards here for whispers. I love these ones. Whispers of Romance, I think it's called. Whispers of Love or something like that. These cards are beautiful. All hand drawn and all hand colored. So our advice, now we have 2 more, please. Oh, you're going to giggle. Oh, you're going to giggle. So the first card that you get for your advice is Romance. Cupid arrow strikes. You have no choice, man. It's coming. If it's not already here, it's going to be here very fast. We got sexual union for your focus. This is a romance for the back of them. We got sexual union here. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Oh, that's your focus. Now your outcome, you're going to giggle. I love it. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Four of Swords. Four of Swords, my friend. Let's grab a little angel romance oracle as well. Let's grab 3 cards, please, for advice, focus, and outcome. 3 cards, please, advice, focus, and outcome. 3 cards here, advice. Oh, that's way too many. Just 3, please. Advice, focus, outcome. Just 3. And 1 more. Advice, focus, outcome. I need 1 more for outcome, please. You. So your advice is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's some soulmate shit right there, my friend. That's some gorgeous passion for your advice. Bring in passion, bring in love. Cupid, the romance right here. Cupid's arrow strikes. Bring in the love, bring in the sexual union, bring in the surrender to it all. It is safe for you to love, for your focus. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of them all. So she sees she's behind those walls and she's come out from behind the villager. It's safe for you to love. You got Cupid's little angels falling behind and you have a nice little mister right here that's taking his time and beckoning. I think you need to slow down a little bit. You may be pushing. It's interesting because you're an earth sign, but you may need to slow down. It could be you. It could be them. Now for your outcome, we're calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you two together. They are calling you as much as you are calling them. They have manifested you as clearly day as you have been crying and manifesting and crying out with amazingness. Not crying as in crying, just like, ah, crying out, you know, with awesomeness. Let's grab 3 cards for advice, focus, and outcome here. We have our angel messages here, angel oracles as well. You are safe. We got that twice. It's safe for you to love, and we also got you are safe. So you're thinking about it a little bit much here. Grab 1 more card, please. 1 more card. What do I need to see? What do I need to see? I want that one. All right. Well, for your advice, we have you are safe. Archangel Michael, I'm protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones and home. For your advice, Archangel Michael, what a beautiful leader to get. We have for your focus, Archangel Gabriel. Oh, lovely. You are, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. That is beautiful. And that is under your focus. Now for your outcome is divine order. We have the judgment scales here as well. Archangel Regil. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlining order for your outcome. Calling in your soulmate and surrender is what that hopped onto. Now we're just going to grab a little Moonology oracle here for our last advice, focus, and outcome messages. 3 cards, please. 3 cards, please. Advice, focus, and outcome. 3 cards, please. Advice, focus, and outcome. 3 cards, please. Advice, focus, outcome. All right, I need 2 more, please. 2 more. Advice and outcome. 2 more. Advice and outcome. That one goes there. Almost done here. Advice. We need focus and outcome. Focus. And I want outcome. You are dealing with a fire sign. Passion. Michael. Surrender. Sexual union. All right. So for your advice, we have believe in the impossible. We have the blue moon. Now the blue moon only comes once a year. We got 2 moons in October, and that comes at the end of the year. It is different. It's beautiful. It's full. And this represents forgiveness and gratitude as well. I want you to believe in the impossible for your advice. Now for your focus, I want you, confidence is key to your success. New moon in Leo. Now the new moon represents new beginnings, represents a clean slate. It represents a new way, a new potential that you could rock in. Now with the Leo energy, that's some fire energy as well there too. Now we have some air energy with the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Again, we got some full moon energy. This is communication. This is intellect as well. This is sword energy. Dealing with that. That's your outcome shaking in here. So divine order, calling in your soulmate and surrendering for your outcome. Surrender. I want to read that one again. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. I think surrender is a great message for this reading. It is safe for you to love. We got two of those. It's safe for you to love, and it says you are safe. Open up your heart, my love. You got passion coming in here. You are Virgo. Just remember, it's up to you to stimulate yourself. You don't always have to expect someone else to stimulate you to make a relationship work. And don't bail on them if they're not stimulating you. Calling in your soulmate. This is a different person that's going to be... You got both the Two of Cups and the Lover's card. That's a win-win. You got both of them together. It shows that if you don't already know them, you will be soon. It's just magnificent read to see what you have. And you have a beautiful love coming in. You're about the middle to the end of the month coming in here. Cupid's arrow is struck. Have some fun. I just want to say thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. It was an honor and a pleasure hanging out with you. Throw me down a little like up and subscribe and ring that bell so you know when the next readings come out, as well as throw me down what resonated for you, as well as what country that you're from. I like hearing where everyone's from. Well, thank you again and have a kick-ass day, and thanks for hanging out with me again.